I just fucking bullet forward behind Angel and grab you by the shoulders and use my bonus to misty step and drag you backwards behind this pillar.
Safety!
Alright. And Zed looks over Angel and is like, "You really need to stop doing this."
And as she's walking towards you, she's going to take her greatsword and put it in her pocket dimension, and she's going to crack her fingers and walk up to Angel and punch the shit out of you. 16 points of bludgeoning damage. You see like a pink purplish aura around her arms when she hits you, and you also take some psychic damage as well. And you also take 26 points of psychic damage.
Alright, she takes 42 damage back.
So as she gut punches you and the flames around you erupt into her face, you can see that in her armor there's a red glow coming from beneath her breastplate. You see the light kind of shine up onto her neck as
Dispel magic.
As the flames appear to have no effect on her.
Of course they don't.
So
because the second hit left me with 17 hit points.
Okay, so third one, she's down.
See the wrath.
I will take 2 death fails if she punches me a 4th time. Okay?
That's what you want. Okay. So she locks eyes with Zed, and for her bonus action, you see this psionic energy just launch from her eyes towards you. Actually, that's a cone, so that's actually gonna hit everybody. So I need everybody to make an intelligence saving throw except for Angel. So everybody except for Zed and Angel takes 17 points of psychic damage. As you go to hit her, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh no.
A 27.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, go ahead and make your attack.
27 hit.
So you go to punch her and she just catches it.
27?
Yeah.
Alright. So 30 to hit.
That hits.
28.
28 damage?
28 to hit.
28 to hit. 28, she bats it away.
A whopping 12 damage.
Okay.
So 35 plus 12.
Okay, so you go to punch, she grabs it, you punch again, she bats it away, and the last one, you just fucking kick her ass in the head. Just cracks her across the mouth.
That's all force damage, by the way.
Okay. She's going to lock eyes with Zed. And you can see like the energy in her eyes again. To make an intelligence saving throw.
So 17.
17. So as you lock eyes with her, you feel your body become heavy, like extremely heavy. And your movement is reduced to 10.
Okay.
15 feet up to Angel, grabbing Angel and throwing her over my shoulder.
Well, to feed it a potion, someone else is an action. So if you feed her the potion, you can't pick her up.
Well, move her then. Get her out of the way.
Well, then I'll just move her, but... God damn it.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of action economy.
Unless you actually
get her back up.
Then you can do both.
Yeah, fuck it. Then I'm gonna have to do that because we gotta get this show
We need
on the
to
road.
get out of here.
So Zeza shoves the potion down Angel's gullet, and you come back to life with however much.
That is 47 hit points.
That's gonna bring it to lair action. The Elder Brain Dragon is going to lock eyes with Eldengar. And you feel this force of will like trying to weigh you down, and you just make a charisma saving throw.
26.
26. So you feel this force of will trying to anchor you down into one space, but you manage to shake it off. And then that will also activate the floor tiles.
Fun.
So you see all the red tiles in the room start to glow and flare up. Is anybody standing on a red tile?
Nope.
Oh, we're next to a red tile.
Okay. So
We're on pink and green.
okay, where all the red
Black and
tiles
green,
are, you guys see flames erupt for a few seconds and then die down. That brings it to Angel's turn.
Okay,
Get us the
Angel's
fuck
going
outta
to
here.
stand up. And
Y'all hold hands.
no, we don't even gotta do that. I'm going to spend a sorcery point to distance cast, teleport, and get us all the fuck out of here.
Okay. When that happens, Velly's gonna go, I don't think so. And she's going to counterspell.
Counterspell. She cast counterspell at a high enough level to just try to immediately counter
She
teleport.
did it 9th level.
Okay, so I have to beat it at 9th level then.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a DM inspiration, this is probably the time to use it.
I don't. I'm gonna stroke of luck this. Okay, so
And
I
you
rolled
auto.
a 7. So stroke of luck, I'll spend it.
So you
It becomes a 20 plus my 5, so I rolled a 25 against the 19.
So yeah.
So I counterspell her.
Yeah. You do. You cast your spell. She tries to counterspell it, and then Zed fucking.
Zed looks her dead in the eye and goes, no.
And as that happens, and the magic starts to take effect, the king has his sword out. He's like, no! It's trying to leap forward towards Veldia as you all vanish. You guys reappear at the gates of the Lurkwood.
with the king of Neverwinter.
And Angel just drops.
We'll just casually go feed her a potion. She punched her.
Yeah.
By the way,
She didn't use
that
her-
wasn't a weapon. That
she
was
didn't even use her
punched
sword.
you.
She was just fucking around.
Yep. So
Oh my god.
let's go inside.
Yeah, so you guys get inside. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna go see my husband and get some healing from my husband.
Sexual
Healing.
Zed walks up to Lord Neverember and he goes, my king, what can I do for you? What do you need?
He
Good big job.
sighs and he says, I was to have her head on a spike.
I.
We like these things. These are good mental thoughts.
If we had the power to do so. But it seems we're quite outclassed.
You took a little bit too much damage. Just a little.
We need a way to defeat her.
He scratches his chin and then he says, I'm not sure what it is we can do. We need to come up with a plan. Daisy, can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh
Oh god, she's going after everybody!
no. Oh fuck.
Yep, bumming.
Well,
7.
she knows where we are. Pretty sure she's scrying on people, is what she's doing.
Probably.
Probably.
My guy's gonna go outside and like scale a tower and just sit in the rain.
Okay.
Getting
So
really good.
you're in the temple, unknown to you. Eldengar is sitting on top of the temple, and you're both just like.
He's gonna do his ceremony and like take all his wraps off and shit and just
Okay.
like on top of the tower just looking at the storm.
All right.
He's getting a shower, finally.
His once quarterly bath. Eldengar, as you meditate on the roof, you do receive another vision.
Yeah.
It's Canaan.
You open your eyes, and you are surrounded by endless sky once again, as you were in your previous vision. A human silhouette with wings flies right past you, and you turn to see, and they are flying towards what appears to be a city of silver spires floating on top of moats of earth. You try to follow them, but you start falling. And no matter how hard you try, you continue to fall farther and farther until the city and the being are totally out of sight, and you finally wake up. Trick comes to ask you in your room. He says, is it alright if we prepare your parents' room for the king?
She says sure.
It will be done. And then he walks off and to go do that.
So I want you to keep an eye on the king. We definitely need him to stay alive.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if somebody brings that up, Zed would volunteer to stay guard over him. Like, should we let him be in the room, like, unattended?
no.
No.
I'm very sorry about this, but can't take any risks with your wife.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh no!
2.
Oh no.
Get the cat.
He puts his gauntleted hand on your shoulder and he says,
You're very pretty, but
I appreciate all you've done for this kingdom, but I'll be fine. I'll sleep with my sword. You can wait outside.
Can you stealth into the room?
There was the secret way into the room.
yeah.
God damn it.
We just poke out our heads out of the little wall, all like.
Yeah. So Zane tells him, "Very good, my sir," and
Yeah.
he leaves the room and then fucking bolts for that fucking long ass pathway.
Okay.
And I just hide in the secret doorway chamber
Okay.
that leads into the room. And I just sit there and
There's a tiny little hole that you can look through and see kind of into the room.
God, he's peeping Tom.
I'm not trying to watch him do anything.
I know, but you better go.
So, from that vantage point,
you
you can see 3/4 of the room.
Pulls out a bunch of.
You can see
It's been a long time.
he's not gotten into bed yet. But you can see 3/4 of the room, so you can see the window, you can see
The wall.
you can see the wall, you can see the foot.
The sweat dripping down his balls.
No, because he's doffing his armor on the other side of the bed.
Ah, okay.
So you can see
You're gonna be looking at the window, all of a sudden
you can see
you
the
see
foot,
slide down the
you can see
window,
the foot of the
you see your
bed,
head on
and you can see about halfway up the bed, but the top portion of the bed, you cannot see where his head will be.
Great.
And then
And
on the
slips
other
through.
side of the bed, you can't see, and that's also where the door is. But Zaza's watching the door, I guess.
I want 2 guards on the end of the hall, on both ends of the hall.
Okay, easy enough. So
It should be.
that's where everyone's at. So we're
When
gonna
was
go
that
down
at?
for a long rest. About 3.5 hours into the long rest. You notice he doesn't move anymore.
Oh God, he's dead. He got assassinated.
So this is the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to roll stealth and try to open the door very sneakily, and just in case he is still sleeping.
Don't want to wake him up.
Don't want to wake him up, but also if somebody's in the room waiting, I'm trying to also potentially not be noticed.
Right. So roll stealth.
44.
So you ghost yourself into the room very stealthily, and you can see that the covers on the bed are covering him entirely. But nothing in the room seems out of place. There's no one around.
Can I tell from here if he's fucking breathing?
Covering his head?
Well, it's just he's completely covered, like how Jeanette likes to do.
Just
I go
So weird.
full burrito mode.
I guess I pulled back the fucking blanket.
Pull the cover down, and you can see he's there. His face is very pale,
Bitch is dead.
and when you pull the cover, you can hear a wet sound.
Oh yeah.
And you pull it down further, and you can see his head is no longer attached to his body.
It,
Man got assassinated.
I'll be fine.
I fucking throw the door open and yell at Zaza. 3 a.m.
Damn it! I knew it. What's she gonna? I mean, she just goes and looks and just says, "Oh, fuck."
Z
He doesn't touch
slams
me.
his fist against the wall. He's like, "Fucking idiot! Why didn't I just stay in the room with him?"
Is the temple attached to where we're at?
Yeah.
I'm dead. Obviously, I'm.
Alright, so you run up there on the door.
What?
King's dead.
Hey, King's dead.
King's dead. We tried. We tried.
If you let me finish my rest, I'll deal with it in the morning. Can't do anything about it.
I'll just rest.
Okay. As you finally fall into kind of a restless sleep, you find yourself in a massively oversized blacksmith's shop. Heated metal pillars quench themselves, producing billowing steam that fills the room. And directly ahead of you is a massive anvil where a hammer the size of a building slams down onto heated metal again and again, all on its own. Clang! 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 The metal floats over to quench itself, and you feel yourself then forced forward onto the anvil. The hammer looming above you. It raises itself up, preparing to crush you. This is the first time a tool I created has failed me. The future I had hoped for is changed. The cleric and king are no longer the priority. The cleric never was. He was always a tool to reach something greater. Through him, she was to reclaim the mantle of Spell Lord. Now she is taken. You may choose to save the cleric, but he will be useless. Without her, he is nothing. A hammer with no master, destined for nothing but rust and ruin. You must retrieve the daughter of Azuth. She has been taken by Bane. Her use of godly magic in the mortal realm drew the attention of many gods, and she has been reckless in its use, especially for one who claimed to be dead. She has been taken to the Abyss. He has given her a task I'm sure he finds amusing. Save her, and perhaps the future itself might be saved. The hammer swings down towards you, and you're unable to move as the hammer falls. Clang! And you rocket awake, covered in a cold sweat.
So you wake up to Z just like running around the castle, like packing shit up and putting it back together.
We gotta go! Ah!
It's like, what the hell are you doing, bird?
And he's like going to the library and he's grabbing like fucking books about the Abyss.
Are you okay? Would you like a worm?
Z slaps Zaza.
Jesus.
And Z grabs you by like your fucking shirt collars and goes, "There's no fucking time to joke around. We have to go to the Abyss. We have to save the daughter of Zeus."
He just calmly looks at him.
And then he picks the books back up and like runs off to Angel and like slams the books down on a table in front of you. And Z goes, "We're going to the Abyss."
So yeah, you guys remember seeing him last night leave the keep, and no one's seen him since.
Yeah. So Z's like going around like collecting all this shit. Finally, he's like, "Where the fuck is Elgar?"
Today.
Zaza just walks right outside and screams his name as loud as she can.
Okay.
You're right there. You're gonna hear me.
Over here.
You hear
A whisper?
very faint whisper over here, like back like around the side of the keep.
And then I scream again. I just say, "Elgar, come to the front of the keep."
Over here.
Oh shit. Once she hears the second one, then she assumes like, "Uh-oh," and runs towards.
Okay, so you run to the source of the sound. You want to tell Zaza what she sees?
Yeah, what do I...
You see a head. You see a head with like half of a face and a glowing blue eye, and like the face is like barely held on by like just like tissue and sinew, and then the other patch is completely just the skull.
What about his body?
Interesting.
Where's your body at? Where's your body at?
You can see the body is there.
It's like 40 yards away. It's over there.
Who did this to you? Did you even see it?
I don't know. Pick me up. Take me to my body.
I walk him over to the body.
It's like a belt strap. Just plug it in.
Is that really how it is? Is it pretty like intuitive?
So you just.
Well, if you look at his body, you see his body is very similar. Like one of his legs is just like completely bone. His arm is like bone, and it's just like tissue all over the place.
She's like, "What the hell?" Okay.
It just clicks in. Oh, sweet. I'll be back. Just runs up the tower.
You like how I found him?
Nobody else knows. You're not the only one that knows.
Zayza just assumed that you'd be close enough to hear. She just went out there and screamed her name.
I was.
That's awesome.
I just got come back down like a couple minutes later, just like wrapped.
All wrapped back up.
Just wrapped and completely suited up.
Man, somebody whooped the shit out of you, knocked your head off. I don't think I've ever seen. Well, I've definitely seen plenty of decapitation, but man, bust into the keep doors and I'm like, someone beat the shit out of him. I found him with no head.
You say that? You say you found him with no head?
Yes.
Z like looks at you like bird head cock, like
He'll have to show you. It's pretty crazy.
I'll unwrap my face.
what the fuck?
Does the face look familiar?
Yes.
Is it my
Both of you guys actually would know it. He would.
Was I right?
Yes.
Who is it?
He has, so he'll go in and explain that, like, he's had flashes of past, but he's no idea who that was.
You guys remember you burned Darvin. You burned his corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we did!
Yeah, you gave him like a funeral pyre.
So this is weird.
Darwin was the blood hunter, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The drunk.
Yeah.
The one that was always staying in taverns.
Yeah.
Do you know who brought you back to life?
Yeah.
So, what happened was, his old allies from his past with the Blood Hunters attempted to revive him.
With a true resurrection.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
But it did not work. They tried to revive him, but he just came back fucked up and with zero memory of who he was. And
Pretty
became,
cool twist.
Became Eldenbar.
So yeah, they gave him
The rest of his past is
they gave him what knowledge they could of like who he was, but he didn't really have any connection with that.
That's where
Come
found the
from.
monastery and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and then eventually found the shrine. And the rest of his backstory is accurate. Just left off the first part.
Okay, so
And then when
So-
he found you guys, he actually got the vision and had no idea who you were, and he ended up going back to the Blood Hunters, and they informed him of who you guys were, and that's when he like sought out to find you guys.
So what the hell are you? You're a human? How does death work? I mean, you can get your head knocked
He's
off and you don't
undead.
die. Yeah, you're
Pretty
undead.
much. Yeah.
You better take that.
Yeah, he
heat off
doesn't
there.
have the creature type of undead.
Yes.
But he is a
So you-
humanoid. He's just I
So
know
you can
what it
still-
is.
You can still die.
I could still die.
Z's like, this has been great catching up and all, but need I remind you all, the king is dead.
He didn't know that.
Fuck! The king was killed last night, and Morden reached out to me, and I tell you guys my vision that I had, where Morden's pissed that Canon has died, and like through him, what's her name? Alcinda was supposed to like become more powerful and help us, and now we fucked that up. Now the king is dead. We fucked that up, and now he's pissed. Alcinda's still not what she needs to be without Canon. So he's basically saying we need both. One or the other is not going to do it.
Right.
Okay.
And he also said that you can go save Canon if you want, but he's gonna have no power.
Right. He's useless
Yeah.
without Alcinda.
Yeah.
He's useless with.
You explain your vision to them.
Yes. I'll recount it.
Make a history check. Angel, it sounds familiar what he's describing, but you can't place it. Zeed, however, with your travel of the plains, you instantly recognize the location that he described. You recognize the location as now you've never been there, but you've heard about it. But it is the city of Akka, which is
Akka?
Akka, A-K-K-A, which is located in the elemental plane of air. You guys are good to teleport to the elemental plane of air?
Yep. And she names the city of Akka.
So, you appear, you are immediately struck by a powerful blowing wind. And you can see all around you these giant silver spires. And they are set upon these giant moats of earth, which you are standing on one of. And turning around and looking out into just the endless expanse of air, and you can see clouds and tiny little bits of rock floating through the air and bits of ice and stuff, just going in all different directions. In the city, you can see flying above. You can see dozens of creatures, many of them Aarakocra. You can see some Afridi. But as you appear there, a group of Aarakocra you can see begin flying towards you. They have noticed your arrival, and they begin flying your direction. You guys are approached by this group of armored Aarakocra with spears, swords, and the main one that appears to be leading them in the front is a large, muscular Aarakocra with the appearance of an eagle. Some of the other Aarakocras are more like falcons. There's actually one Aarakocra that looks kind of like a flamingo. But the one in charge is in the form of an eagle. They float about 30 feet away from you guys before they stop. The eagle one says, "Who are you? What is your business in a car?"
Cutter is a Kenku, and we brought him here because he wants to know what it's like to fly.
You roll a 1? Oh no, you rolled a 1.
So the buff eagle Aarakocra floats down and walks right up to you, and you can see at this point that it's a female Aarakocra. She gets like right up in your face.
He is attracted.
She gets right up in your face and whispers in your ear, and she says, "I'll give you one more chance, just because I like your purple feathers."
She's attracted to you.
Can blush. We're here in search of an artifact. My friend has seen it in a vision. There's a powerful sorceress in our plane, and she threatens to destroy that plane and potentially others, and I have been told by Morden to stop her, and a part of that is we need this artifact.
"Come with us."
What's your name?
She says, "Gaia." "And what is your name?"
My name is Zed.
She says, "Where'd you get those purple feathers?"
I spent a bit of time in the Feywild.
Interesting.
She likes my feathers.
She digs the feathers, eh? So, you guys are passing these giant silver spires, and you can see like marketplaces, you can see like bars, you can see just like everyday hustle and bustle of people of all different sorts. You got like air genasi, a bunch of different kinds of akakra. You've got some jinn even walking around. But you get brought to this massive silver palace, and so they lead you inside, and it's just a giant open chamber, and at the far end of the chamber are 3 huge golden thrones, and you can see 3 gargantuan creatures sitting on top of the thrones. These 3 gargantuan creatures appear to be, one of them appears to be just made of wind. Then the other 2 are different shades of like bluish green, and they appear to be humanoid. They've got these like long white robes.
Greek style.
Yeah.
Zeus.
One of them also has like a big fancy like white turban type deal going on with gems hanging from it. So you've got the winged one that just has like these like crackling yellow eyes. The other 2 have like, one of them has like a medium-sized beard, the other one has a very long beard that appears to also be made of wind. So
How does that work?
I don't know, but it's cool. It's like clouds.
It's cloud.
So Gaia steps forward and like kneels to them, and she turns around and addresses you guys, and she says, "I've brought you before the Wind Dukes of Akka. They rule this city." So she turns back to them and she says, "My lords, these new people have arrived to the city of Akka. They are slightly suspicious, but I do not believe them to be members of the Howling Hatred, but I leave it to you to determine that. They look you over, and one of them begins to cast a spell that you recognize as Zone of Truth. So you guys can either choose to fail, or you can save against it.
Choose to fail.
Sure.
You'll fail.
Get on the head.
Choose to fail.
Are you members of the Howling Hatred?
Never heard of them.
The wind one, you just hear a crackling of thunder coming from it. And then one of the other ones says, "Do you mean the city of Akar and its people any harm?"
Nope.
No.
Honestly, we'd like to just get this artifact and go.
Then the middle one that drops the Zone of Truth and says, "You may assist them in any way you see fit, Gaia."
Sweet.
So she says, she bows and she puts her hand on your shoulder. She's like, "Okay, let's go."
These feathers ruffle.
We've been having some problems with a group called the Howling Hatred. They're like a terrorist type cult. They want to rule over everything using the power of storms or some crazy shit. Trying to hunt them down, but we're just making sure you're not part of their group, especially when you're looking for some powerful artifact thing.
Speaking of the artifact, do you have an idea of what we're looking for?
Not a clue, but I can take you to the library. As you walk inside, this is one of the biggest libraries you've ever seen. Think the scene from Game of Thrones where he walks in. It's just a tower of books. If you need anything else from me, I might come back to check on you later, but I'm, again, Gaia, captain of the guard of the city, and I will be back to check on you later, perhaps. While you guys are doing your research, it does take you a couple days.
During those days where Gaia comes back and checks on us, Zed wants to ask her how she got the name Gaia, being an Aarakocra in the airplane.
She explains to you that she got the name because her mother was an adventurer. She had an adventuring party, and she was saved one time. Her mother was saved one time from a white dragon by a party member who died, whose name was Gaia, and so that's how she got the name. She helps you guys a little bit, going to grab books and stuff that you guys need when you guys are having this conversation. She tells you that she actually received a note from an undercover source within the cult saying that they were close to finding a powerful weapon, and that they had sent multiple patrols toward the Crusher. She explains to you that the Crusher is a powerful maelstrom that's been raging for over 100 years, close to finding some sort of powerful weapon that's going to help them in their task. I was in the market yesterday, and I found this for you. And she pulls out a platinum band. And
a platinum band?
Yeah. And she gets down. She's like, "May I?" And she tries to she's trying to put it on your ankle.
Detected.
See, he's just no, but why? What is it for?
Well, I just thought it was beautiful, and I would put it on you. She doesn't appear to be lying, but she's holding something back.
A total of 41.
You see one or two other Aarakocra have one on.
What's their situation looking like?
One is just floating in the air reading a book that he just pulled from a shelf. Another one appears to be one of the caretakers here, and he's cataloging books.
At this point, he doesn't have a reason to object to her, so...
Okay. So she puts it on you.
Just casually walking around, walk up to one of the guys with the ankle. Hey, that's a cool ankle. What's that? Was there meaning behind that? What is that?
Just asking one of their...
There's one of the guys reading it's really cool, man. What is that?
He cocks his head at you and
I'm a human, okay? I've never been here before. It looks cool.
and make a persuasion check.
That's a 20. I rolled a natural 19 plus 1.
What are you on about? It's my mating band.
Yes! Yes! I told you!
Oh, cool.
Oh, man,
So,
you're
is it like a wedding ring? How's that work?
Yes, that is what they call them in your
Ah, okay. Cool. You're engaged.
Right?
You pretty much took a wedding ring.
She's gonna manhandle you.
It's called. They said it's called a mating band.
I wonder though that if she just assumed that Z would know that though, because he's an Aarakocra.
Exactly.
Z's just like questioning because like she knows he's from another plane, and that he's like intending to leave. So like, why would she want to like?
It's a quick hookup, okay? She's trying to get them purple feathers.
You don't need the ring for that.
My guess is
Maybe in this area you do, okay?
she's a warrior woman. She likes your purple feathers. She likes your. She thinks you have good genetics. She's just wanting your genetics, your DNA.
Z like nods his head and he goes, honestly, Zaza, I feel like that's probably pretty accurate.
So she comes back later, like an hour before the library closes, helps you guys do some more research. And you guys are gonna go back to your inn afterward. And as you guys are like parting ways, and she will whisper in your ear and she'll say, "Our offspring would be quite beautiful with those purple feathers."
There
And
it
she
is.
slides away.
Zaza from down the hall is just like.
Only.
Z's just like, Z's got like a book and he's like side shambling and he like all of a sudden he's like kind of snuck up next to Angel and he's like, I need some advice.
He's about to get bird raped by a buff bird.
So he tells you what's happened with the mating band and that Gaia's just like, our children are gonna be beautiful with the purple feathers and just fucking took off. And like we haven't like really like talked that much. Or I don't really know her that well.
She's gonna show up in like some buff ass lingerie and be like, "You ready?"
And I don't understand the culture here, and what's happening, and what I should do about this. I can't just have kids in another plane. I've got responsibilities. I'm a planar traveler. We're supposed to be protecting the world. You've got kids. What should I do?
You could just tell her the truth.
But she knows already, and she's just I'm confused.
Maybe she's okay with being a strong, independent woman. So
Zaza busts in like, you should be honored. You are worthy.
she chose you.
But she's not giving me a chance to talk to her.
You could just express your concerns to her.
I would love to if she'd hang around for more than 5 minutes.
Well, I'm sure when she comes back,
Well, at this pace, I may not have a choice.
Live a little bird man, give her the worm.
What does that mean?
But I don't know this culture. So you can say no.
Z goes into like another room. It's like, Sharjah, what do I do?
Make a religion check.
It's a 22.
He's like, live a
22.
little.
So you're asking Sharanlar? Okay. You get a vision of a singular silver spire. The door to the spire opens up slowly. Two tiny pink-feathered Aarakocra come flying out. And you hear Sharanlar's voice. Z, your will is your own, but you technically already said yes. And then you wake up.
You're stuck in a contract now. You accepted the band, man.
It's recognized before the eyes of Morton.
Your contract is
I
binding.
am lawfully wed.
You guys sleep through the night, some better than others, and then you guys go back to the library for your last day of research. Towards the end of the day, Gaia does show up again, and she's got a large case with her. It's for you, and slams it down in front of you, and she says, "Your mating gift." And she says, "If you need more, I know the guy who made them."
Z looks at you and goes, I need to talk to you for a moment. So, I have to tell you something. I'm not familiar with Aarakocra culture. I did not grow up in the air elemental plane, so I did not know when you gave me the mating band that it was such a thing.
Ah, What a lovely surprise for you.
Zay's laughing in the aisle over like.
So is it normal for the mating to begin so quickly?
Usually it is quick. I've been looking for quite a while. So
I see, and
I finally found a great specimen.
you understand that I am a far traveler and I have to leave to go back to my plane and
You can return to see the children whenever you wish.
Oh man.
so you're really just looking for genetics.
I believe they will be very strong. But you are an attractive specimen, that's why I chose you.
You can do it!
You are an attractive specimen yourself.
I know.
Oh.
Yes.
He's like, I like her. She's good.
Well, I suppose I'm not unopposed. I was just a little taken aback and concerned, surprised. In my plane, this is not a common method of courtship.
Oh, it's quite common here if you look around, and you can see like a couple other ones that have the mini bands.
Is this just for us to procreate and then that's it, or?
She says, "Oh no, this is for life.
There it is.
I am your mate."
So, we're going to have many children?
Oh yes,
But
but only with me.
I said we.
And you see her like muscles like flex.
I don't even know. Do you
I think that's a threat.
know how like Paracacra mating goes? Like you seem totally like not have any idea.
Yeah.
I'm curious too, because how the fuck do they got
You
like?
can look that up on your own time.
What if, we're not able to see each other again after this?
If you fall in battle, we will honor your memory.
I suppose I should get back to work then.
But first,
Oh, yes.
your mating gift.
And I apologize again, I'm not familiar with the culture, so I did not have something ready for you.
She says, and when you run out of those, I'm sure you'll want to come back for more.
Am I supposed to get you a gift?
She says, no, the one who initiates the band is the one that gets the gift.
Oh, I see.
The other guy was like leaning out from the hallway, like trying to see what's in this case. Like, fuck is in there?
She says, the submissive mate never gets the dominant mate gift.
Oh.
In our
That is exactly what you hear from down the halls.
I see.
Jesus.
Very well.
Oh my god.
Zeke's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to mate now.
She says, don't worry, whatever's in the box will help.
I guess Zeke opens the box.
So you open the box and you see different compartments as these are organized into the different sections. These are special arrows.
Oh.
Lit.
Zeke is looking through the box and she's like, this isn't a bad deal.
Acid arrow, lockpick arrow, grease arrows, bolo arrows, illuminating arrows, smokescreen arrows, and big boom arrows. So he's just fucking
You are
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. Yeah. You are now Hawkeye or Green Arrow, one of the two.
You find in one of the very old books reference to a artifact of great power, and there's a small sketch
You got the 1,000
that
year
looks
Stairdale.
pretty close to what he described.
Hell yeah.
And so, reading more about this artifact, it says that it's rumored to be located in the lair of one of the oldest elementals, located in the eye of a maelstrom bigger than any other.
Awesome.
Perfect.
We should go now.